So then once again we are back for one of those pretty epic times when we get to talk about a lot of cool records. It's vinyl update time. So hello and yes, welcome back to another video, guys. Now it is time for vinyl update time, as I say. I got no idea what number vinyl update this is, but you guys do because it's written in the title just here. So it's vinyl update. Anyway, there's quite a bit to go over today. You know, again, I've been doing what I normally do. I've latched onto another artist, and if you guys checked out my last video for Vinyl Collecting James, you'll see that I finally decided to try and get complete on Madness, get all their albums, which is very strange because Madness were the first band I got into. It's taken me this long to actually say, I'm just going to pick up all their albums finally. And I've always loved them, so it's a bit strange it's taken me this long to get into them, and I've done artists like David Bowie and Bob Dylan and Tom Petty before them. But anyway, hey, we're finally here. And they don't have too many albums, it didn't take that long. But anyway, that's not all I have to show today. I've got quite a bit of variety of some other artists from a car boot, 2 items in the post, I believe, and 4 CDs. So there's a bit to go over today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do CDs first, car boot finds, stuff that's coming to post, and then I'll do Madness at the end. But the CDs are Madness related, so there's a bit of Madness at the start here as well. But anyway, so I got 4 CDs from Madness. Well, technically 3, because the first one up is by the lead singer solo, Suggs, and it's called The Lone Ranger. This isn't a bad album, actually. It's all covers, really. He does a cover of the Beatles' I'm Only Sleeping, which opens the album. And it's a bloody good cover, actually. So yeah, he's got 2 solo albums. The other one's like called The Three Pyramids or something like that. And I played it online, and it wasn't very good, because I played it online first, because whereas that CD is super cheap, you can pick that up nice and cheap. The other one's quite expensive. I was wondering why, so I thought, I don't want to just buy it. I played it online, and it's expensive for a reason. It's because it's not good, and I don't think many people bought it. But the first album of his is quite good, so I'd recommend that. And here is the only Madness album that's not out there on vinyl, so I had to pick this one up on CD. And it's called Wonderful. And it has a brilliant track called Love Struck on it, which again opens the album. I think most people will actually know that song because it's on the Total Madness compilation. So, yeah, it's a really good album though. Highly recommend it. Then here we've got that Madness album, which is super rare on vinyl, and I'd love to get it. The Danger Men sessions. So I figured it might be some time before I hear the vinyl, so I thought I'll just pick the CD up for now. Yeah, it's good. It's all covers and stuff. They do Lola by the Kinks and a whole bunch of others on there. And it's a good album. I like it a lot. And then the last CD up from Madness is very rare on vinyl as well. But I absolutely adore this album. Honestly, pick this CD up. It's super cheap. I recommend this to anyone. It's a fantastic album. It's called The Liberty of Norton Folgate. And it is an incredible record, honestly. You've got to pick it up. It is just incredible. Maybe my favourite Madness album. That's how good this one is. It's just a fantastic record. So you got to have it. But anyway, that's my CDs there. As I say, yeah, kind of boring really. But hey, great albums though still. So definitely worth getting at least that Liberty of Norton Folgate. And Wonderful's good as well. But anyway, I went to a car boot last weekend and I had a bit of luck. I came back with 6 records, I believe. Yeah, so anyway, let's get started. The first one up was only £1, so don't judge me too much. I used to watch this film a lot when I was a kid, so I picked it up just for nostalgic reasons. And it is Jaws 3D. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's fantastic, isn't it? What you doing, James? What are you doing with your money? As I say, £1, if it was anything more than £1, I would have left it. But, you know, nostalgic reasons. I remember watching this a lot when I was a kid with the green and red 3D glasses on. So I picked it up and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have that. That was quite fun. And it's only a thin little record. It's going to take up no room at all. So next one up is an artist which a couple of people have been telling me to try for a long time. And it's got Scott Walker on, of course, and it is the Walker Brothers compilation here. Again, only £1, very cheap and cheerful. I've played it, and yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. So, first Scott Walker related record in my collection. I do plan to try some of his solo stuff eventually. It's just, getting around to it and affording it all. But, yeah, one day we'll get round to Scott Walker's solo stuff. But at the minute, there's some Walker Brothers, and yeah, it was good. Enjoyed it. Next one up is pretty cool. This is Inner Visions from Stevie Wonder. Now, I know this album's good. I've played it online, and it was good. So anyway, finally I've managed to get it on vinyl, and I've played it, and I just love it. It's a great record. Not quite Songs in the Key of Life, of course, because that album's kind of on its own podium. But it is fantastic. I really love this album. There's a lot of great stuff on it. So yeah, Stevie Wonder, Inner Visions. Got to pick that up. It's a classic record. The next two up are upgrades. I do own both of these albums already, but again, this first one was still only £1, so I picked this one up. Nice and easy. This is Eat to the Beat by Blondie. I have a very nice copy of this actually, but it's got a horrible sticky tape mark like along the bottom here. And I hate that. So, yeah, I found this one and I'm like, I'll take that. And it gets rid of the sticky tape mark, which is nice. So anyway, Eat to the Beat by Blondie. It's a fantastic record. You've got to have a nice copy of this in your collection. And, there's so many great tracks on here. Dreaming. The title track is great. Atomic. Fantastic. Brilliant stuff on there. Next one up is one of my most favourite albums ever. So, my copy that I have is a reissue from 71 or 72. This is an original from... It's not going to tell me the year. I believe it was 68 or 69. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments. But it is Goodbye by Cream, and this is on the original Polydor record label. And it's in very nice condition. So I was so happy to get a really nice copy of this. It has my second favourite song of all time on, after David Bowie Heroes. It has Badge, which of course was written by Eric Clapton and George Harrison. Also has Politician on, which is fantastic. It's a great record, Eric Clapton, Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker were really just, bloody amazing. Bloody amazing. And the last record I got at the car boot was a pretty big one because it's coming up for a very important anniversary reissue. It's probably after Sgt. Pepper, the big reissue of this year. And it is The Joshua Tree by U2. So yeah, I can't lie. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've never heard this record before. I still have yet to play it actually, but I'm going to put it on my turntable very soon, and I'm going to enjoy it a lot. I know, because I know it's a really good album, and I know a couple tracks off it. There's some tracks on here I know. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to playing this album. It's in such a nice condition as well. It's fantastic. It's got the sticker on there as well. Man, I got lucky on this one. So yeah, U2, The Joshua Tree. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my online purchases, and there's only 3. And one of them, the last one, I might have shown in my last video. My last final update. But anyway, what we're going to do is take a quick look at them all anyway. So the first one up, I'm going to keep the U2 stuff going, because I have one more U2 record to show. And it is All That You Can't Leave Behind. From 2001, I think. No, just 2000. And it's a very rare record to get hold of. And I found this super cheap as a bite now. I'm not kidding you. I think it was £20, I think it was. So I instantly took it, just didn't even hesitate. It's got the book in there, the vinyl's brilliant, it's got the original inner sleeve, and then it's also in a static sleeve to protect the vinyl. And this is a great album. I've owned this on CD for a long time, because this is one of my favourite U2 records. Or from what I've heard of U2 so far. And I love the opening track, Beautiful Day, brilliant. I actually done a case study for that in my media coursework when I was doing media. So I know that song kind of like the back of my hand, and the music video to it, which is where this cover is from, them in the airport. But yeah, I honestly just absolutely love this record. It's fantastic. It really is one of U2's best albums I've heard so far. But yeah, there's that one. Next one up is a brand new album, which is very, very, very exciting. And this one here is A Kind Revolution by Paul Weller. So very cool. Very cool. We're going to take this one out and have a look at it because it's that cool. I have yet to play it yet, so I really can't give my feedback on it. But I think I am going to enjoy it. I love the cover because it's like got a gloss on it, on the lettering. Which looks really nice. And the record opens up just like this. Just got a bit of card. Picture of Paul Weller there. And let's pull this round. Of course, you get the record. You get a little book, and I love this. You get an art print. I love it when they do art prints. Whoop! Everything's going to fall out the jacket. Look at that. That's nice. I mean, it's not the best cover for an album, but I love these art prints. They're just really nice. And you get a download code in there as well, so I probably will download this and put it in the car for when I'm driving to work. And let me pick up the download code because it's dropped on the floor. Whew, got it. So yeah, this will be good. Mr. Paul Weller, you'll be accompanying me to work this week, probably. But yeah, it's a very, very nice record. I'm really looking forward to playing it. And I'm going to love the hell out of it. And it's a... You know, I was thinking, oh, this has got to be a #1 album for Paul Weller. But, I'm sure that's going to happen. Because bloody Harry Styles has released his album on the same day. It's not fair, is it? I'm only kidding. But anyway, Paul Weller... Kind Revolution, very happy to have it, and I'm sure this is going to do very well in my list for 2016, 2017 even. My God, my calendar's off. But yeah, I know I'm going to love that record. So anyway, last one up, I might have shown in my last video, I got a feeling I did. But I'm going to show it again just in case I didn't, because I did love this. And it is No Plan by David Bowie, his last EP. So, it's still pretty sad that Bowie's gone, but my God, this was great. Honestly, every track on here was fantastic. My favourite track on here was probably When I Met You. I think that'd be my favourite. But I loved them all. No Plan was great. Killing a Little Time was fantastic. So, honestly, this is great. Really nice. I know that there's a Record Store Day version of this. And then there's also another version on his website. But I just, you know, I thought, you know, it's only an EP, I'm just going to... I mean, because I won't go on a Record Store Day, so I couldn't get it, but I thought I'd just get the regular black one. It does me fine. But the regular black one is really, I think, just as cool in its own right, because it does have an etching. So there is something a bit unique on it. And I like the etching, it's quite nice. You get all the stuff on this side, so... all the music on that side, all the stuff. So yeah, there's a few versions of this out there now, but I think I made the right decision on that one. But anyway, yeah, No Plan by David Bowie. It's very sad this is the last one, but it is pretty spectacular. So if you haven't picked it up, make sure you do so. You've got to have it for your collection, I think, because it's the last thing that we're getting from Bowie. Last EP. And, you know, it's going to be no more albums now, obviously, as well. So I think it's a pretty important record just to get in your collection. As well as Black Star, because that is a fantastic album. And while you're at it, you might as well get The Next Day. I nearly forgot the title then. But anyway, now we're going to take a look at my Madness stuff. So now, I don't know how many people come to my channel like Madness. But as you know, Madness never really made it across the pond much in America, which is a shame because in America you guys are missing out. So if you haven't checked out Madness, I really recommend buying a compilation called Total Madness and just giving them a try, because honestly they are incredible. So I own their first 4 albums already, so I picked up everything after that, and I'm still missing 2 albums, but hopefully that won't be for too much longer. But anyway, I've got an album called Keep On Moving by Madness, which is fantastic because it has the song Michael Caine on. Yes, that is written after the actor, the British actor. And also you get a couple lines from him in that song, which is cool. Yes, Michael Caine does have a couple lines in the song. One Better Day, which is an incredible, breathtaking song. I love it. And I also really like Give Me a Reason. So, really, really good album. You know, fantastic. One of the best of the 80s there. Fantastic. And then we get what is kind of known as Madness's Weak album. It's still good. I've played it and I did enjoy it. It's a good album, but this is kind of their fluffy one. And this one is called Mad, Not Mad. So yeah, it's got a cool cover though. I like the cover. But yeah, it's Yesterday's Men is probably the best one on here. White Heat's good. The title track's good. Tears You Can't Hide, I like. But yeah, got a really nice copy of this album though. It's really nice. I like all the gloss on it and stuff. It's really nice. It's a very good album to own. It's a nice package. And this one's weird. This is technically their debut album, and they never released it. And then it got released in '88, I believe. Yeah, '88. And didn't sell well at all because I don't think people knew it was Madness. And it doesn't look like Madness from the cover. But this is a promo Portuguese pressing, I believe. Or it's Portuguese, or I don't know, something like that. Oh no, Argentina. I was a bit off. But the thing is, all the songs are written in Argentina as well. So, but anyway, it's called The Madness. And no one really knows anything about this album. It just kind of pops up on shelves. And no one knew about it. As you can see there, I don't have a clue what any of the songs are called. And yeah, it didn't sell well. It's got forgotten. No one knows about it. So it's quite hard to get. This is a promo copy as well. But I picked it up and I'm going to give it a go. There's very little said out there about this album. So I don't even know if it's meant to be good or bad. So we will find that out soon enough. And then we got a very, very good live album from Madness. Very, very good one. And this is a little bit tricky to get as well because it came out in '92. And this is called Madstock. Here it is. Very nice. And they sing all their hits on here. This is great. You know, you've got Embarrassment, My Girl, The Sun and the Rain, Grey Day, Shut Up, Driving in My Car, Wings of a Dove, Our House, Madness, House of Fun, Baggy Trousers. So many great songs on here. It's too much, really. But the next album up is a pretty tricky one to get hold of, and it is one of their best albums, I kid you not. So I'm going to say, just pick up the CD and give it a try for the minute. But there is a vinyl pressing out there of it. It's quite hard to get, but here it is. The Liberty of Norton Folgate. The vinyl does do a couple things though. It does take off 3 songs because they wanted to fit it all on a single vinyl. So they take off the opening track, Overture, but it's actually a 30-second instrumental, so you're not missing nothing. They take off the closing track, The Liberty of Norton Folgate, because it's 15 minutes long. It's a fantastic song, but they take it off because that would need a vinyl side all to itself. And then they took the hit, the best song on here off the album, NW5. But they done that because it's on the compilation Total Madness, so you can get that one elsewhere. But honestly, it's a fantastic record, guys. Have to pick it up, the CD. I would, you guys know me, I really try to put certain records on people, like Pilgrim from Clapton, and the few people who have listened to me and picked up the cheap copy of Pilgrim on CD have loved it. And you know, then I'll do like Wildflowers from Tom Petty, because that one's not easy to get on vinyl. I'll tell people pick up the cheap CD because you'll love it, and the people who've listened to me again have picked up the cheap CD and loved it. Pick up this, just give this a try. It's cheap. Just go online, search Madness, The Liberty of Norton Folgate. You'll probably find it for like £1-2. Pick the CD up and you'll fall in love with it as I did. It is honestly a breathtaking album. Absolutely love it. And it actually got them quite a few awards. I believe it went straight up the charts. Done very well. Top 5 album. It's incredible. I can't brag about this album enough. Just give it a try, guys. And then I'm missing their 2012 album. I think it was 12. Might have been 13. It's got a funny title. Ooh, 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 la, la, Solly, or something like that. But I did pick up their most recent album, which came out very late in 2016, and it is called Can't Touch Us Now. And it's great. I loved it. It's a fantastic record. The music video is one of the best music videos I've seen in ages. Like, it's up there with David Bowie's Black Star. It's fantastic. But yeah, there's some brilliant stuff on here. I really did enjoy every track. I can't pick and choose. I just really enjoyed it all. So, Madness, Can't Touch Now. Great album. And here is the biggie, guys. This is the one I'm really excited to show you guys. This is the Total Madness compilation, but this is a limited edition music on vinyl one. This one is on red vinyl. Read the sticker. It's on red vinyl and it's individually numbered as well, which is really nice. I got number 318, so I got a pretty good number on mine. Guys. Pick it up. Just this cheap CD, and if you just get a copy of this compilation, it is breathtaking. It will get you hooked on madness as it did me when I was about 10 years old. No bad tracks, honestly. I answered this in Vinyl Collector James's contest. It's my road trip album. I always have this on in my car. It's brilliant. Everyone loves madness. Pick it up. It's fantastic. But anyway, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit the subscribe button, like the video, leave a message, and I'll see you guys next time for another video. We face the final curtain. One thing remains, that's for certain.